Good morning. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Bonjour. I wanted to update the whole miter box jig situation. It was not successful in the way that I wanted it to be. This chipboard here is just too, the saw would cut through, and I got little jagged edges there and whatnot, and it just wouldn't really cut an adequate miter. So I spent all of yesterday trying to figure out a decent way to cut these moldings. These are not your typical moldings. I mean, that's, an 8-inch molding doesn't just fit into a 4-inch miter box, and it's really difficult to get the edge the way that I want it. So this was unsuccessful, except in that it was a learning experience, and it was a process, and I'm sure that it was worthwhile. What I have managed to come up with yesterday towards dark, and today I just tested it, was I cut a 2x4 at a 45-degree angle using the miter saw, and I cut a piece and set this piece of molding on edge, and then I put it in here and clamp everything down, and I'm cutting them like that. I just tested it, and I clamped the piece to the 2x4s with screws to keep them from moving, and it was quite successful. So I'm going to cut another one of these and put these moldings on and get to working on the rafters, now that I know how to cut the molding properly. So ended up resorting to that saw. It takes some doing, setting everything up and making sure that the cut is straight, but it is effective, and that's what's important. So, had a little learning experience there, and I'm sure if I put more time into a miter box with perhaps better materials, that chipboard is inadequate, I could get one that works better and does a good job. I miss good tools, so yeah, that's another thing. If I had a hacksaw that was long enough to go all the way down without stopping at the top of the cut there on the miter box, it would have made a difference too, I think. At any rate,